Good morning, lovies. Wherever you are, good afternoon, good day, good day, good day, good day. Okay, it's a beautiful morning here, and I'm in my little studio. The kids have gone out, so it's going to be quiet. Well, I can't guarantee quiet, but it's going to be much quieter for the next at least couple of hours. So let's get crack-a-lacking. So while I'm setting up, I'm going to be doing this mold because I want to Mia. Anyway, so I've got this mold. I've been contemplating for ages about what to do with my little fur baby's ashes. And originally I wanted to put her ashes in a like a pyramid type mold, but I don't really like those pyramid molds. I think they're quite dangerous with the point in it. Mia, do you mind? Do you mind? Anyway, so I decided, as soon as I saw this, I knew that's what I want to do. Of course, she died nearly, oh my gosh, 3 years ago. Oh, time flies. And then last year, my little parrot passed away too. And I'm going to start crying now. There's her little feathers, and I don't want to screw it up. Oh, stop it. So, I don't want to screw this up. So, that's why I want it, because I only got a few feathers. It just felt so weird plucking her feathers off her. So, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I pulled myself together. Thank goodness. So, I've only got a few feathers and I don't want to screw it up. So that's why I'm doing this test. I just want to see where sort of resin goes. And the idea is to have the feathers and the ashes like in the hands, like that, inside the hands. So that would mean that I'd have to kind of pour that in first and let that set and then do something up here. But I want to see what the fingers and that will look like. So that's what I'm going to do. While I'm setting up, oh my gosh, isn't it amazing how these emotions, they just don't leave you. You just can't. Like, it's been, how long has it been? Since, what is that, September, October. Wait, I suppose it hasn't been that long, but still, it's really, really hard to, yeah, even with Bibi, it took me forever before I could even talk about her. And I just get too attached. And I know a lot of you do too. And everybody and anybody who loves animals gets really attached and they become part of you, and you can't, you have to allow yourself to go through that, I think. And I wasn't even going to talk about that today. I was supposed to tell you a story. I think it's going to make you laugh. It made me laugh, and it scared the out of me the other night. Anyway, while I'm setting up, I might as well just tell you the story. The night before last, I went to the bathroom just before bed. I went into my ensuite and I need a cup. Anyway, I went into the ensuite to brush my teeth and all that sort of stuff, and I just started trying to use I got to tell you a story. I can't do it. I'm going to make a mistake. So I tried to use my water flosser, a water floss thing. And I pressed the button and nothing's happening. So I'm going, oh my gosh, battery must have run out, and I can't be bothered to charge it, put it on charge or anything. I'll just leave it and just deal with it in the morning. So I went to bed. This was about 11:30, about 12 o'clock. Something wakes me up. And you know what, like when you wake up suddenly out of a dream or something like that. You don't know where you are, and you're sort of on, you know, nor here nor there. And I could hear the sound coming from the bathroom. So I was like, oh my God, it sounded exactly like water hitting the tiles. It's like when you forget to turn the water off and it runs over the sink and it hits the tiles. That's exactly what it sounded like. So I ran into the ensuite. I can see the water on the floor, and I can see the water coming down the side of the wall over the painting and the towel and everything. And I look up, and there's like drips of water on the ceiling. It's dripping from the ceiling, and I freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, is it raining? Did we have a storm while I was sleeping? What the hell's happening? Are we gonna flood? And I'm thinking, I gotta try and wake Ryan up. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to get Anna up, because my son-in-law, you can't wake him up. Well, I wouldn't know, but Anna told me, you cannot. Once he's asleep, you cannot wake him up unless you get some water and throw it over him. And I'll be buggered if I'm going to be throwing any water on my son-in-law in the middle of the night. So I've got to go and get Anna. So anyway, I close the door, and I'm just about to run out my door, and I can hear some sound going like, rat, 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 rat. I'm like, oh my God, I am gonna lose it. I haven't back in the bathroom. I open the door and I'm looking around. What is that sound? Because I'm still in that sleepy mode, and I'm still like in dream world. And I can see my water flosser, the mouth irrigator thing, going off its nut, trying to drain out whatever water was left in it, because it takes about that much water, probably about a cupful of water. And then I was frantically trying to turn it off. It wasn't turning off or anything. And finally I turned the bloody thing off. I'm standing there and holding on to this thing, looking around, looking up and thinking, have you created all of this trouble for me? And I just then realized that for some reason it malfunctioned when I tried to use it on my teeth, and I didn't switch it off. And of course, at the time, it wasn't working. But while I was sleeping, it decided to start working. It was shooting water right up into the ceiling and dripping down like crazy, and creating that sound, which woke me up and made me go through all of that. And oh my God, I sat down afterwards thinking, I cleaned up, of course, wiped all the water. It wasn't even that much, but it's just the sound. You know, like when you're sleeping, you wake up, everything sounds so loud. Oh, and I sat on my bed going, do I laugh or do I cry? What do I do? Thank God we weren't going to flood. Oh, so that's my story. Now I can get on with what I was going to do. Anyway, I'll be back. There you go. What did you think of my little story? I swear, these sorts of things can't be only happening to me. Oh, man. But anyway, it's good. Good one to tell. Anyway, I'm just mixing about 300 milliliters of my 360 plus surfboard epoxy by Platinum. I love this one. The clarity is absolutely amazing. So I really love this one, and I'm going to have to get some more soon because I'm running out. I've noticed that my subscribers numbers have been going down, and I don't know exactly why, but I think people probably forgot about me because I've been gone for so long, and then all of a sudden now I'm back and I'm posting a lot of small short videos, and I'm advertising quite a bit, so they probably don't like it, and they probably say, oh well, bugger off, which is fine, you know. Times have been pretty tough for a lot of small businesses, and if I can do a little bit of advertising on my product as well as showing you how to use them, and doing some artwork and some, you know, having some fun, then why not? Like, that's what I'm gonna do. And if people don't like it, then they can move on. I am in a position now that it is what it is, and you either take me as I am, you like me, or you love me, or you leave me, or whatever you want to do. You know, it's just, I'm still gonna keep on going, and I want people near me, the ones that, you know, they're gonna support me, because I do a lot to. Hang on a minute, I just gotta find, I don't know if I want to mix this whole thing. I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna pour a little bit of clear down first. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna put a little bit of clear down first. There we go. You know, you can't please everybody, but I'm gonna listen to my friend Claudia, and she says, I don't like those short videos, she says, but I like to sit down and listen to you and watch your process. And a lot of people are like that, and that's why now I do both. I do the longer version and I do the shorter version, and that's it. And there's TikTok as well, you guys. Like, find me on TikTok if you want to see some shorts, because I don't post everything on YouTube. There's Instagram, there's TikTok, everything's in the description. And I also want to tell you, don't forget my lovely distributors, stockists in America and Canada. So I've got all the information down below in the description. So if you're in America or Canada, you can find all the information in there, and they carry. And I've got a new Canada distributor now, which is pretty cool. So I want to introduce you to Lorraine Mage. I think I pronounced her last name right. She's absolutely lovely, and she's taking over Michelle. But I think Michelle may still have some stuff to sell in her shop. So if you're in Canada, just look up Michelle, or you've got two choices now until Michelle is all out, and then we've got Lorraine. Anyway, so I've done that, and should I put any sprinkles in there? What do you reckon? But I'm worried that they might just drop, unless I just use Stardust, which is a powder, and oh my god, it's going to fly everywhere. I might just use a little cup, put it in there, because I don't want it to be completely clear, but I don't want it to be murky, if you know what I mean. So I just want a little bit of shimmer in there. This stuff, pardon me, flies everywhere. We're just going to put a little bit in this little cup, I think. And then I'm going to pretty much do, gosh, I'm making a mess. So 300 mils. This thing takes 450 mils. I want to leave some room up top for my sand and stuff like that. So I'm going to make it like an oceany type thing. Like I said, I'm just observing at the moment, seeing how things sit, where they go, things like that. I'm only going to have maybe a little bit more. And just give that, ooh, it's flying everywhere. Actually, I don't mind it like this, just not completely stirred in. So this is the Stardust, and I think I might just go just around, just let it sort of fall down a little bit. And go in there. There we go. So that is that one. I'll put you away straight away. Oh no. Jeez Louise. Okay then. Let's see. Might have to sort of take a peek. Oh, it's not much. Oh, yep. Alright. Now, let's get another little cup. Here it is. I just use this one. Isn't that cool? Like a tear shape. So what I'm going to use, I'm just going to use the same. I want this to be quite transparent, so I'm only going to use a wee bit. Any tiny wee bit. Stop scratching, Millie. Sorry to disturb your scratching session, but you're moving the table. Okay, give that a little bit. So this pigment that I'm using, oh my goodness, I hope it's not too strong. Too dark, I mean. We'll see. I want it quite transparent. If it doesn't work, what I'll do is I'll tip some out into here. I want it quite transparent. Why it's good to have these little cups laying around so you can sort out your stuff. This pigment is for all of you who know Le'Rez pigments. It's a dusty teal, but this is it's a new shade of dusty teal, and I want it to, wow, it's not bad. It's just a little bit, I think it's just a little bit darker than the other one, slightly. So I quite like that shimmer as the light catches it. I think I'm safe to put a little bit more in there. No, I won't, because see, that's going to be pretty deep and I want it, no. It's you have to be careful not to get sucked in to this, because when you pull the resin out of the cup, it looks very transparent. Doesn't even look like any color, it just looks clear to me. But look at it in the cup, and that is going to be just as deep. So I gotta be careful. I want it to be transparent, and I want it to look like water, so it kind of looks a little bit like water. La 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 la. In you go. I have to be careful because I'm not sure. Wow, that's looking nice. The color. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll add the rest of this in there. So pretty much the bottom of it are the fingers, and that's going to be clear so you can see through, obviously. And then the top's going to be like sand and shells and things like that. So that's what we're going to do. This is lovely. It's a nice color, very nice and shimmery. It's super shimmery, this one. It's actually got like a golden sort of hue to it, which is quite nice, I think. Yeah, I've got to be careful that I don't overcook this one, because that can happen with your resin. Because this is not a casting resin, but anyway, let's see. I'm going to keep on going like this. So far, so good. I think that this will probably be enough for this. As long as it's covering all my fingers. Oh, this one here is not. Maybe I need a little bit more. I'll put a little bit just clear over the top of it. Oh, yeah, I think that'll do. Yeah, I think that'll do, because it's all the way up to there. And then we're going to, when that sets a little bit, I'll get some sand. I actually grabbed some pebbles from the beach yesterday. Alright, so we'll be back with this one probably this evening actually, because it'll set. It won't take long for it to set at all. Now, so I've got my resin ready here, and I was contemplating whether I should have it clear or not. And I've got some nice shells. I've got some nice bubbles, so maybe leave it clear for now, so I can have these bubbles in there. Otherwise you won't see the bubbles if I put a similar color in there. And then I've got some really interesting shells from the local beach here, which I think I want to put in. They're not the prettiest shells, but I like them just the way they are. I just like the imperfect things, you know. So I think I'm just going to pour some resin directly in here, a little bit to start with. I like to do bits, things in little bits, you know. And now I might just chuck some of these lovely bubbles. These are glass bubbles. I have them in the shop if you want some. If you already got some, great. If you don't, I've got some. So I'm just going to throw them over the top because they will sink. Well, hopefully they will sink. I need to stand up for this one, but I can't really see if I'm getting this where I want to get it, so I might just use my little spoon here. Sorry if my mug is in the way. Oh, these are so cute because you got the little ones as well. That should help. I just want them in there. Oh, bugger me. Whoa, that was lucky it didn't fall in here. Anything can happen here, I can tell you that. Alright, so that'll do. That's a good trick to pull that. And then pop them in there. Turn around so I can get it better. Oh yeah, look at that. Because these are like iridescent, so you got a bit of all kinds of coloured, pearly colours in there. So I've got that, and maybe I can put some white in there as well. So I've got the white glass bubbles too, and they're all stuck on my, oh my gosh, they're everywhere. I've got bubbles everywhere, people. Alright, let's just go bang. So they can be just like, I don't know, a bit of foam or something. There you go. That is that. And then this lovely color, which is a really pretty blue. It's also iridescent. They're all iridescent. Great, except for the matte colors. Obviously they're not iridescent, they're just matte. Ah, get in the drawer. Right, well, I need to put some shells on there, don't I? So this is going to be upside down, so I've got to be careful about how I do this. I just want to make sure I pick up all of these little beads and throw them in there, because I might as well have them inside there than out here floating about. Should be interesting, I'll tell you that. And then let's go with some really nice shells like this one here. I see I want to fill this one with resin first, just to try to eliminate the air bubbles before I pop it in there. It's a bit messy, but you don't want that air bubble in there because I want to flip it over that way. You know what I mean? Hands are going to be sitting like that, so I've got to think everything's got to be upside down. So let's go. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. I think I might even get an air bubble in there. Let's see. If I do, I do. I think it'll be interesting if I do. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. There's definitely going to be an air bubble in there. Wonder if I can pop a pearl in there. Let me see. Have I got any pearls here? My pearls. I'm pretty sure I brought some pearls. Bugger me, no, I didn't. I did not. Anyway, Not to worry, I'm going to have an air bubble. I think there's still going to be an air bubble in there, but we're just going to go with it, okay? It's just too hard because it's too big. Clean my hands. I don't have my regular alcohol wipe. Oh, I just sprayed that all over me. So I'm just spraying some alcohol on these. These are like antibacterial. Apparently, I don't know how they are antibacterial. They don't feel like it. They're not doing anything. But anyway, I'll stop complaining now and carry on. I'm going to pretty much fill this whole top with shells. So I've got some little ones. I'm just going to go for it here. I'll try to arrange them in any particular order. I'm just going to chuck them in there, and then the top's going to be might just have to push them in there like that. The top's just going to be sand, actually little gravel from the beach. I just have to use something to make sure that this is all the way in there. I just want to cover the whole thing. So it's all covered. Some bits, that's alright. Some bits you don't have to have it. Oh, you can go in there. Maybe some of these too. Should be nice. Pop in there like that. Which way does it go? That way. Maybe one more because I like to do things in threes. And then we're going to cover all of that with more resin. Maybe I'll put a tiny little bit of tint in there. Just a smidgen. Just might even just where's me? Okay, that's satin. Don't want that. White bubbles. I do have this as well. I'm going to use some of that. Sorry, just thinking out loud here. I just want a little shimmer inside the. So I've got my glitters. I've got my, which are polyester glitters, flakes, and some chameleon glitters as well. And I want some stardust. Some stardust. Just for the color, and a little bit of my turquoise, I think. Turquoise blue, which is my favorite pigment. Just a tiny little bit going in. Literally, look, that's all I just want. Maybe a bit more than that. Come on. Oh, I hope it's not too much. Oh, okay. Very transparent. Maybe even that's too much. We don't want it. And I want a little bit of this. What I'll do is I'll just sprinkle it on here. Just gives it that really nice shimmer. And away. I'm trying not to breathe it in. So I'm going to have some of my flitter in there. Going to give it a really nice, because there's gaps there, so I'm trying to make it so you can see it on the other side. You know, that'll do. Too much less is more in this case. I know with me always more is more. In this case, less is more. Just a little sprinkle of the chameleon, which you get all kinds of colours in there. And I think I think that's good to go for now. I'm just going to pour. Is that good to go? Are we good to go? Let's go. Just going to cover that whole thing. I still have enough room to put another 100 milliliters, I reckon, in there, which I can do straight away, or I can wait and do it after. I think I'm going to do it straight away. I'm just going to go mix up some more resin. Oh, that's going to look good. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yep, that is going to look great. Big shells, little shells, glittery stuff, shimmery stuff. Yeah, let's mix up some more. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I'm back. It's been another hour and 40 minutes and still nothing. There's no warmth, no nothing. So I'm really starting to worry about this piece now, but not to worry. I just contradicted myself there, but yeah, I do worry a little bit because sometimes these things, once the resin is not mixed properly, you can't recover it, and nothing's been, see, that's still, yeah, it's just not good at all. So what I'm going to do is I don't know how I did that. I do not know how I did that. So I am going to pour this whole thing in this cup. Everything going in there. Shells, gems, glitter and all, bubbles, the lot is going in this cup. And I'm just going to have to guesstimate here. It's going to be very tricky, but you got to do what you got to do. I'm going to try and clean this as best I can. Come on. Because I don't think there's any, I don't even think there's any hardener in here at all. I think I just put part A and part A in there, which would be 120. So I need to put about 60 milliliters of part B in there if that's the case. I could have gone the other way around, but I think I just put in 2 lots of part A in there. So anyway, this is another lesson. This is just another lesson of what to do. It's not going to be like I wanted it to be, but here we go. I'm going to put a lot of alcohol in here. Actually, I might even just pour it in and get some. Oh, I've got them already. I'm just going to pour some alcohol in there, just like that. You just have to go full on. This is going to be Operation Save the Piece. And I'm just going to go in there and wipe all of that because I want that to be spotless and clean. I don't want any residues of part A in there at all. That's why, see, that's all soaked. And that's what you do. You got to take drastic measures to save whatever you can save. And I reckon it's going to work. And we'll just go with it. Let's find a clean side. Yeah, see, it's all really yuck on the outside as well. So sorry about the table is not very stable. Do you like that? Table's not stable. Well, as long as I'm stable, and that is even debatable sometimes. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I think we're almost good to go. I am going to get a clean one of these, put that in trash. Oh, I've moved the the mold, everything. Ugh. I need to clean my hands too. Don't want anything sticky. My gosh, everything is sticky. What do we do this? That spray, that's just 99% isopropyl alcohol. And it smells so potent at the moment in here. Alright, guys, I think we got it. I think we got it. Isn't that pretty? I can even see now that that's going to work out. Okay, let's measure 60 milliliters of part B. Let me get part B. Yes, that is B. You are my witness that I've got B. So 120. So what do I need? 2 parts. So 60. Okay, so we're going to measure 60 parts B. Check that again. Measure 60. That's all it takes. Now I'm going to pop it in here. Now I could have strained these, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to mix it all in here. I'm going to take my time and mix it nice and slow. And fingers crossed. If you're watching this and you can see a photo of the... maybe I should trick you. Maybe I shouldn't put the photo on. So you're guessing whether it worked out or not. Okay. Let's just mix this one. I'm going to use my big spatula and I'm going to slowly... I'm going to have to go slow, see, because it's so thick with all these shells and stuff in there. That's alright. I'm just going to take my time. Maybe take me 5 minutes. I don't care. I'm just going to go nice and slow. Mix it all up. And Bob's your uncle. I'll be back in a few minutes. See you then. Okay. This is going to take me longer than 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So I decided to pop this in this big stainless steel bowl that I have here. Because it's going to be much easier to stir this. See? So that's what I'm going to do. I'll speed it up. Okay, and guess what? After stirring for about 5 minutes in here, it feels warm. That's how it's supposed to feel. That's what it's supposed to be doing. So my gut feeling was right. Absolutely right. So I'm going to try and arrange these a little bit. I'm going to try and pop some of this clear in there first. Just to get some liquid in there. Alright, the little ones can go in there. Go do your thing. Because I've got... Oh yeah, you go, you go, you go. There's quite a lot. There's quite a lot. I want you there. I just want some clear over here. Come on, get in there. It's very shimmery from that stardust, which is pretty cool. Stardust and the flitters. The flitters are amazing, especially in like really transparent like this. Alright, so let's pop you in. There's going to be an air bubble. We already know that. It's alright. I'm not even going to bother. Let there be an air bubble. Okay, so I want you in there. I don't know what that is. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, this one is supposed to come in here. Flip you over like that. And I have this nice black one over here. It's alright, just pop you here like that. Alright, and the rest of them we're just going to chuck them in there. Okay, I found this little, like a little charm. Oh! Dropped it. I just want to sort of sit it there. Maybe just put these little shells around it. Alright, that's good. I'm just going to add some more shells up here. Little ones. Just a sprinkle of them. That's all I'm going to do. Sprinkle them on there. Hello, Millie. You decided to join me, did you? And I might even just put, is that going to be sticking up? Just got to be careful I don't put some really big ones up top there. Okay. Alright, now I have to wait. Let's feel that. It's getting warmer. Should be getting warmer. Oh, bugger me. Making a real mess, aren't I? Trying to clean up and making more mess. Right, so now we're going to let that sit for about a couple of hours and then we'll be back again. It's been an hour. I can't wait to. I'm too. Oh, that's hot. That's really, really hot. Oh, yes. We did it. We did it. Oh, that's hot. That is hot. Oh, and there's an air bubble here. Oh, I don't know if I can fix it now. I don't know if I can fix it now. I'm going to try. I'm certainly going to try. Wow, that's good. Good plan. That's what you want. You want it to heat up and you know it's working. I've got to fix that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try and fix it. Oh. Wow, that's hard. I can't fix it. Cannot fix it. It is hard. So that bit there is just going to be... No, that's alright because that's going to be the bottom. Bugger, huh? Bugger. Why is that there still sticky? That's a bit of a worry. That's still sticky there, but we're just going to not worry about it for now. I'll deal with it if there's a problem. Because I've cleaned that, haven't I? And mixed it all up. So we're going to give it some more time. There's some air bubbles there, but I quite like them. I don't mind them there. Alrighty. So while those bits on the edge are still a little bit sticky, I don't know why, but I'm just going to start pouring some resin in there. This is probably too much. I've got about 60 milliliters. I made sure I did the right thing, got it good, got it right. Actually, it looks even good on that side there, but never mind. We're gonna get some crushed quartz. I just need a little bit, just sort of a little bit, and I'm gonna get those. I don't know, I think it's makes a good transition. And then I'm going to get my little pebbles from the beach, which I'll show you. They're only tiny little pebbles and some tiny little... So, if I had a little sieve, I would sift out all the bigger bits. But anyway, let's just go with it. Actually, maybe some more of this quartz just on the, maybe on this edge here. Then I will mix it in, just because I don't want to have a problem of it not, you know, being loose there. So when I unmold, they will go flying out. Oh, this, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit a lot of this stuff in there, but anyway, let's give it a go. I need it a bit everywhere. Like I said, trying to pick the smallest ones. Maybe just dump it in the center there and then spread it out. Yep, see, that works. Works great. And then just cover it with resin, because that'll make a really nice visual on the side there. So how about that save, huh? Mind you, it's not finished yet. When I mold it, that's when it'll be final, but I reckon I saved it. I reckon I saved it. That would have been pretty bad. Alright, well, it's only been about an hour and this is already set. This resin is great because it gives you a certain amount of time to work, and then once it starts setting, that's it. It just sets. So this one here I did with the leftovers, and that was, anyway, I better I'm chitter-chattering. I'm really chatty today. Let me try and do this. I'm being a little bit gentle because they're still a little bit soft, but I'm too impatient because I've been mucking around with this thing all day, and wow, that still feels pretty warm. Wow, that's looking so awesome. Oh shit. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. I'm just making sure that there is not, you know how I said it was sticky? Wow, yeah, that still feels warm. I should probably leave it alone, but no, I cannot leave it alone. I've got to unmold this one. I've got to do it over here, guys. I'm sorry, because I've got a sore finger. Bugger. It's always something, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, it's coming off nice and easy. This is the bottom side, so I'm not too worried about it at all. And it's still really hot because it's doing its thing. Even the bottom here is hot, feels hot. So I'm just gonna pull this over itself. Oh, I probably shouldn't do that. Wow, that's looking really good. I'm gonna leave it alone, let it cool down. I'm worried I might bend it or wreck it or something. That's what I'm worried about, because it still feels warm. But oh, bugger it. Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? Oh, I don't know. I can't decide. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah, see that there? Okay, that's what we're doing it. We're doing it. We are doing it. We should have put gloves on. Oh wow, shoot. Yeah, I should have put gloves on. Oh my goodness me. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh gosh, this guy, it still feels warm. It's still, oh my god, I just took a peek. I just peeked. I peeked. I peeked. Hallelujah. Oh wow. There's my little charm. There's my little starfish. Oh, it's all there. That is so awesome, guys. That is so beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get some photos. I'm going to leave it to sit here and don't want to. Oh, look at this little shell here. Look at this little black shell there. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. Wow, I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. Oh my gosh. Really loving it. Tell me what you think. Don't tell me yet. Don't tell me yet. I'm going to take some photos. I'm going to take some photos. Look at that stardust. That stardust just kind of... It's like... Look at that. Anyway, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I think this is the prettiest thing I've ever made. That is so awesome. This is the Stardust. I just love how it kind of like it's like somebody like blew it and it just fell here and there so gracefully. No, I really love that, and I love the transparency. You can still see through it, but it's, yeah, love it. You just don't want to put anything in that bowl. It just looks full already.